The Fitzy and Whipper podcast.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Let's rip into it, guys. He's made the big announcement. He's been seen. They are very cozy, very comfy, and it looks like completely in love. His new girlfriend, Eden Pellini, who is 19 years old.
Jeez.
He's 48. Well, it's a 29-year difference.
Look, I don't think it shocks anyone, does it? You know, the running joke is he likes younger girls.
19 feels maybe a fraction too young. Like 25 is the joke.
The reference here, too, is that she was finishing school during the pandemic and Titanic came out before she was born.
Oh, that's got to hurt.
That's weird.
When you get statistics like that, that's where you struggle.
Or that she would have studied him in Romeo and Juliet probably 1 year at school.
No, she'd be too young for that.
No,
she'd probably study Titanic.
But they would have watched it as. Remember, you used to watch old films.
Yeah.
She would have watched it as an old version of Romeo and Juliet.
What's eating Gilbert Grape? Your age.
I mean, to think that she was maybe he'd completed Titanic, right?
Yeah.
And that was a big hit, huge. And 7 years later, he's forgotten about the project. She's only 5.
It's hard. This is the thing. You don't want to add kid ages to it because it makes it unfair. And she's 19. She's an adultish.
It'd be like me at my age going out with a 14-year-old. But once again, that adds the kid age.
Don't do that.
The other one, ratios.
The other one that I heard yesterday that's a bit of a kick in the guts is that she was affected in her last couple of years at school by the pandemic.
Yeah.
That's when you go, whoa. Yeah. Okay, she's young.
I enjoyed the tweet that said, now we understand why Leonardo DiCaprio is so invested in climate change. It's because he wants to make the world a better place for his girlfriends when he goes.
But there was a comment about a stand-up comedian who said, when you're famous, the great thing is... Oh, no, that goes back to kids' ages again. Okay. What's interesting, though... What's interesting is he's known to break up and famous for breaking up with supermodel girlfriends when they're 25 years old. Like there's an expiry date on the relationship when the girl hits 25. Maybe he's now looking at this as an investment in the relationship, because if he gets them younger, say 19, he knows the expiry date 6 years later, so now the relationship can last longer than the average. If I start going out with her at 23, we've got 24 months.
Well, this is why Gigi Hadid, they're saying, didn't happen, because the two of them sort of hooked up or whatever was rumoured there, but Gigi is, I think, 25 or 26, so they were like, well, it was never actually going to progress.
Do you think he wants kids, Sarah?
No. God, no. If he'd wanted kids, wouldn't he have done it already?
He still could.
I reckon
he's still got another 10 years up his sleeve to do it.
No, I reckon he would have had a vasectomy. I mean, he's such a busy lad. He can't have any accidents.
Yeah, you wouldn't risk it. All of those, it's like all those basketball players in the US who end up with, babies left, right, so think
everywhere.
About, you're right.
He wouldn't be short of any action. When he's lying around on a Sunday, he doesn't need to look hard to find someone to come and join him for a midday movie.
Sean Kemp's the best from the NBA. 12 kids to, I think, 8 different mothers.
Well, Nick Cannon having multiple kids of a year with different women, and everyone's okay with it.
Is that an addiction? I think that's an addiction.
It's almost a fetish for pregnant women.
Very lazy. How do you feel if you're this young girl, Eden's dad, when you know that, Leo's famous for it? Maybe he goes, it's good for a career. And my daughter just left school. Darling, how was schoolies last year?
Eden's dad could be the same age.
That's the thing.
Probably. Or he might, we're now talking about her. She's gone from zero to hero overnight.
29-year difference.
I don't think Leonardo's meeting the parents. No chance.
Why would you bother?
No.
Leo, would you like to meet Mum and Dad? No, but because they're going to be together for 6 years, every girl that would enter that relationship would be nervous. It'd be like a ticking time bomb. To go, I know that one day we'll wake up. It's a good chance it might be my birthday. Hey, I'm 25 tomorrow. All right, well, the door's open.
Tom Brady and Leonardo DiCaprio should, I reckon, team up together.
To be on The Bachelor.
Well, they've both been with Giselle.
Hit the bars together.
Mate.
Is that what you meant?
No, hit the bars together, Sarah.
All right.
Imagine if you walked into a room
together
and there was the two of them at the bar.
Very eligible bachelors.
Sarah, what would you do?
Well,
if you had to approach one of them to have a drink with them and maybe a slight kiss on the neck?
Oh.
Leo or Tom Brady?
Well, we know it would be Leo. I still have some unresolved issues there. The two of us need to work through since I don't take photos.
I don't take photos.
Yep. So probably Leo. And Tom Brady, I think, is weird. I know you don't like that, Fitzy, but I think he might be a little off the edge.
Beautiful shot in his underpants this morning.
He's the goat, mate.
We're celebrating that. That's on the Fitz and Whipper Instagram page if you want to go and have a look. Ladies.
Lights, camera, clarity.
Ooh, Sarah.
The top trending stories in entertainment this morning. The Grammys still making plenty of headlines, and this is a fresh one. So we know that on the night there was this celebration, this tribute, 50 years of hip-hop. And it was a medley, and there were all these stars, Missy Elliott, LL Cool J, Salt Pepper, Nelly, all these people got up and did this medley of songs. There was one person who was supposed to be there on the night, and according to Questlove, he didn't come and have a listen to who and why it was.
I'll give the spoiler alert away. Will Smith was a part of the festivities tonight, but they started shooting Bad Boys 4 already this week, and there's a lot of preliminary shots that he had to do, so we had to lose Will, but that was going to be a surprise moment.
I mean, it would have been a huge surprise, Will Smith walking out, because Jazzy Jeff was in it.
Eminem?
There was no mention of Eminem.
No, I think older. We're talking pioneers.
Right.
But no, it's... I think for Will Smith, you wouldn't want to. You wouldn't want to get into the spotlight that early after what happened.
I reckon it's time to move on. You got to pick up your pants, and you got to go, hey, that happened, but the world keeps turning, man.
Well, clearly people have moved on, though, if they've then signed him for Bad Boys 4, which
they
has
have.
now started shooting.
He knows he's stuffed up. People
Sorry,
stuff up,
can I
man.
just interject there?
Bad Boys
Bad
4?
Boys
Do
4.
we need a Bad Boys 4?
It's not what the world was asking for, was
No,
it?
Bad Boys 2 was an issue.
There was also
Do I Am Legend 2. That is an amazing...
Didn't he die at the end of it?
Yeah, sorry,
damn.
Sir. Yeah, that's a fair call.
Yeah. There was also chat around the whole JLO Ben Affleck exchange with lip readers saying she says to him, stop, look more friendly, look motivated. And he says, I might. That is apparently the dialogue that went on in that awkward clip.
I thought it was, can I have one more drink? That's
He doesn't drink. He's sober.
Oh, right.
He has been for a long time. That was a joke. Everyone was saying he's asking for a drink and she's not letting him. Fun to make gags about
alcoholism. Very funny.
She then put up a post with a picture of the night saying, always the best time with my love. So she's trying to shut the story down, obviously.
Moment.
Isn't it? Another awkward moment, Ashton Kutcher, he's been forced to explain. So he's got this new film with Reese Witherspoon. I think it premieres on Netflix, maybe on Valentine's Day or something. Anyway, the two of them have been doing all these red carpets together, and you guys might have seen the pictures. They're standing together on all these different red carpets, but they're not touching, as in they're sort of standing close to each other, but with, say, hands behind back or in front. Or people have said this is a huge lack of chemistry, and sort of early critics of the film are saying it translates into the film. So much so that Ashton has had to explain it. Mila Kunis, his wife, has even weighed in.
My wife called me. She texted Reese and I together, and she's like, guys, you gotta act like you like it. And I'm like, what's going on?
He says it looks like you guys are in a school photo.
Here's the thing, okay? All right, here's the thing. If I put my arm around her and was all friendly with her, I'd be having an affair with her. The rumor would be that I'm having an affair with her.
Right.
If I stand next to her, I put my hands in my pockets, so there's no chance that that could be the rumor. The rumor is we don't like each other.
Yeah, you guys hate each other. Yeah.
Oh, dude, where's my chemistry?
You can still stand with someone and not have it be how many photos have you guys had with celebrities in here? No one goes, oh, they're hooking up.
Oh, I get it a bit.
No, you don't.
It's...
I did with Simon Baker.
They're not smiling in the shot either, are they, Seth?
I think they
awkward.
kind of look awkward.
It's a moment in time, though. They could be exhausted by the end of the day.
Possibly. But you've only got, what else is Ashton doing?
What's the movie again?
That's a great question.
Deep
My
in-
Place, Your Place or Mine is what it's called.
Not fussed.
And finally, guys, Pamela Anderson, she says she still has and still puts on her Baywatch swimmers every once in a while.
Yeah. Well, I had a couple back then.
good.
Now I only have one, and I have one.
Okay,
I
and
put it on every once in a while. Still fits.
Did you?
Yeah. One time I was with my friends. I was with Luke Guilford, this photographer, and I was at a party with him, and I remember they were like, "Where's Pamela?" I jumped in the shower and I came out soaking wet and gave everyone mouth to mouth.
She joking?
No, it's her party trick. And then, do you know what? The more I Googled to find, like, that story, the audio for that story, I came across one that she told similar to the New York Times in 2019 where she said she used to do it when she'd bring a man home. And if they had a little bit of a fetish for it, she would go and put the swimsuit on, get herself all wet, and then walk out for them.
That's not bad. Looks like you're not breathing over there.
You don't have David Hasselhoff's number, do you? Do you know what? If I was a friend or in her circle of friends, you would do a lot of, hey, we're having a house party, guys. The theme is favourite TV show from the 90s. Come dressed as something like that. Pam, you wear what you want.
Amazing.
Just knowing that she loves to put on the cherry red.
You're listening to the Fitzy and Whipper podcast.